itchy aftermarks.
They just give you rabies.
Just give you fucking gashes and bloody holes in your fucking...
And then they gotta put the dog down. Like,
Listen, I'm not that kind of person.
Dogs?
I'm not that kind of person.
Well, you gotta put the mosquito down, too.
Just
let
every
a
time.
mosquito live.
Every time.
I don't know them walking around with my blood in their bellies. That's retarded. It's my blood. I heard that.
What if they gave you AIDS? That's how
What
they
if they cloned me? What if they became? What if they're like a flying sperm? They get my blood, and then they fly into like I don't know something crazy like a woman's vagina, and then
I don't know something crazy.
And then they have a baby.
You think
right
and it looks like
there.
me and a mosquito.
You think mosquitoes are capable of cloning?
I think
I think you're talking about in vitro fertilization.
Yeah, because what you described is just sex, man.
no, but I mean if it would be still a clone of me.
No, it would be.
No.
Actually, no, it would be half of.
So you're
girls
saying if
while
you had a
that-
child,
Yeah.
via regular old vaginal sex with a lady,
Yeah.
then you think that's a
That's
clone?
not. I don't think mosquito flying into a woman's vagina is regular old.
But it's
sex.
got your DNA / semen whatever situation in it.
Yeah, it's true.
All right.
Are we recording
Not
this?
my semen, just my blood.
You know, I've had something stuck in my head all week. This little ditty that I just cannot wait to hear again.
It's the Hair Club for movies. Hair Club for movies. Do something movies. It's a Hair Club for movies. All right.
All right, that's about as good as it gets.
And if you donate to our show, we'll eventually pay for Drew B's piano lessons.
Oh, you mean pay for me to? If you donate to our GoFundMe account, then Drew, will give you lessons. I will teach you how to play the Hair Club for Movies theme song.
You know what? I like GoFundMe way better than Kickstarter. We need to start GoFundMe.
Yeah,
It's
because-
competition to Kickstarter.
Because-
I think GoFundMe's real.
It is.
Yeah.
That's the most obnoxious name.
No, but it's better than Kickstarter. I thought you were being legit.
Holy
because
shit! That's real.
GoFundMe.
GoFundMe.
At least it's straightforward.
No, it's more. It's like give me money because I don't know.
Well,
That's what that sounds like.
They usually have some sort of presentation.
The thing about GoFundMe, aside from that's different than Kickstarter, is GoFundMe. You get the money, no matter what. Kickstarter, you have to achieve a certain amount of money, like you have to reach a goal in order, and if you don't reach that goal, you get nothing.
Yeah.
But if your goal is $500 on GoFundMe and you only make $300, you get it.
Yeah.
So it's legitimately, hey, give me money, please.
Go fuck me.
Go fuck me. Okay.
Come and just inside me because
Welcome
I
to
have
the
a
Hair
PowerPoint.
Club for Movies. I am one of your hosts, Drew B.
I don't think we're hosts yet.
.com.
Yeah, what else would we be?
We're participants.
Contestants.
Yeah, we're contestants.
I am another one of your hosts, Michael.
And I'm Andrew, and welcome to Act 3.
It's not called fucking acting, okay?
If I say it, it does.
All right, so this week on the Hair Club, we watched,
Two of us watched.
two of us watched the comedy starring Tim Heidecker, Eric Wareheim, Greg Turkington, the guy from LCD Sound Systems.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I'm sure you knew all about that.
And
Andrew.
a couple
I
girls.
watched Reservoir Dogs last night because I was in the mood for it, and then after I went to bed and woke up this morning, I was like, oh, it should have been the comedy.
You're like the kid.
So you didn't. We didn't.
I had
have
time to
this
watch the
morning?
movie. I had time to
Oh my
watch the movie, and I
God.
fucking forgot. And I watched
And you
an
know what?
awesome movie.
Whatever you pick next week, I'm not watching it.
This is the
No,
second,
you're watching.
This is the second episode. Yeah,
Oh, I think it goes with that saying that I also don't have a quiz ready because
What?
Oh my.
I have the movie though.
You have to come up with a quiz.
I will come up
on
with a
the
quiz,
fly.
don't worry. I will come up with
Alright.
a quiz. I got it fun.
God damn it. Okay, so
The wheels are falling off here.
how should we do this then? Or should we, it's a spoiler cast. It's full of spoilers,
Yeah.
and
For me, for sure.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
You guys can work around this. Maybe fuck with me. Talk about
You
stuff
don't-
that didn't happen in the movie.
the comedy is probably the funniest movie I've seen in decades.
Really?
Yeah, oh yeah. It's full of slapstick humor, full of, just jokes,
Yeah, and then
family-friendly jokes.
Real.
Bill Murray's in it, right?
It's got a real
Bill Murray's in
heartwarming
it.
message.
Steve Martin,
Dan Aykroyd.
Dan Aykroyd.
Yeah. It's good fun, kind of like a la The Jerk or your Naked Gun.
Yeah. Don Rickles too, right?
Don Rickles.
And of course, Eric Wareheim.
Eric Wareheim.
And
That's the lie.
And Tim Heidecker.
Tim Heidecker. Yeah.
So, yeah. Michael, what did you think about it? Since I had seen this before.
unbeknownst to me, I actually started to watch this movie at some point in the past and stopped after about 20 minutes.
Because
you know what? That happens with a lot of movies.
Due to my Netflix
crashing.
everlasting memory of
Really?
things I've
Oh, it just
hit
went and resumed playing.
It was like, oh yeah, 5 years ago.
Do you remember why you quit? You stopped watching it?
After rewatching it, I think I know why. Because I saw the trailer. The movie's called The Comedy, and I thought there would be more jokes.
Well, there are a lot of jokes. They're just not jokes to the audience. They're jokes to the people in, you know, because they're so fucking jaded.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but I did like it. I think the first half is a little slow.
It's all really slow. It's a lot of long shots. There's hardly any score except for like some weird piano themes. And a lot of just, like, following people.
Yeah, there's hardly really anything that happens.
Yeah, there's not really a plot. It's just this guy that...
Looks like I dodged a bullet.
...is jaded. No, it doesn't... It's not, like, slow. It doesn't feel slow. Because shit happens, you know? Yeah. And it is funny. It's fucking weird and funny.
Yeah.
At times. Other times, it's like, I can't fucking believe this is happening in front of my face.
Really?
There's a scene... The last real scene...
Yeah.
...is... So Tim Heidecker, synopsis. Tim Heidecker is a wealthy, what's the word for it?
He's like the wealthy son of a guy that's on his deathbed.
Yeah, his dad's dying. There's a scene where he's sitting watching this male nurse take care of his dad, who's basically comatose. And he's just like making butthole jokes, like you wipe my dad's ass.
You know what a prolapsed anus is?
You know what a prolapsed anus is? And the guy just doesn't say anything, just staring at him like you.
That's
realize?
A common reaction to his hijinks.
He's just people staring at him like you're not funny. He's just trying to get the. He's so jaded that he has to find everything funny, even if it's not funny. Yeah. Like his friends, there's a group of friends that just sit around and like say really heartfelt shit, but it's a joke. Like, you guys mean so much to me. You make my heart feel whatever. Like, and it's like they're saying it as a sarcastic joke because they're like jaded fucking Williamsburg hipster fucks that are like, you know, silver spoon. Yeah. You know, whatever.
They just get to judge everything.
Yeah. But the last scene, spoiler, fucking is he lives on this houseboat. He also lives on a houseboat and a mansion, whatever, but he has his houseboat.
Yeah.
And he takes girls back and has sex with them or whatever. And this one girl he meets, and she works at a restaurant or whatever, and she goes back and they're like smoking pot. And then out of nowhere, she just starts having a seizure. Like a real seizure? Serious seizure. Yeah. And he's just drinking whiskey or whatever, just staring at her like... it's like a fucking minute long thing.
Yeah, it's very uncomfortable.
Jeez. And he's just sitting there just like blank faced, like watching her, doing nothing about it.
Jeez. Golly.
Oh my goodness.
And then it cuts and then they the next morning or right afterwards he's just driving her back on his boat and they're not saying anything.
Oh, she didn't die or anything?
No.
She was just like had a painful experience and it's like, you know what, let's have sex.
She didn't even seem angry.
She was probably really.
She was really, and Michael thought she was having.
Neither of you acknowledge what I just said.
What did you say?
Keep going. No,
repeat
I'm not going to say it again. I can't.
You must.
It's probably the worst thing I've ever said.
Wouldn't it be great if we had recorded this?
Yeah.
Let's go back and...
Yeah, so we should restart because I haven't been recording the whole time.
No, listen. I said after she had her seizure, they could have sex and she'd probably be really tight after that.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Be tight because she was doing involuntary Kegels.
Just like the muscle spasms might have, caused her to. Yeah,
that's
horrible. It's even worse.
We gotta find a new.
All right, listen. I'm trying to follow suit with this dark comedy. I decided to say something extremely fucked up.
Well, maybe if you watched it,
then
you would have
uncomfortably.
You would know something to say other than
than just horrible things.
Yeah,
that's all I can contribute really.
Okay.
Just, for future reference, I'm probably only going to say fucked up things this whole podcast.
All right. Well,
yeah. But it's not like
At least we know what we're in for.
it's not like it actually happened. This is a fiction.
Didn't it?
No, it didn't. It didn't actually.
Are you
Yeah.
Are you like admitting to something right now, and you just don't want to?
I'm admitting to what you told me made me think of a fucked up thing. That's what I'm admitting to. Yeah.
Okay. Well,
It does sound like a funny movie, though.
well, this is going to be a short podcast.
Yeah.
What?
The
Come on, we gotta use our creativity here.
I thought the end was pretty good. More
Yeah.
optimistic than I expected.
Yeah, I guess
So,
watching it again. I just watched it this morning, so
Did he win?
again, huh?
Did he win?
Did he win?
That's a legitimate question.
There is nothing to win.
I mean, he had
There's
money,
really-
right? To get?
No,
Did he get the money?
that's not even relevant. They don't even mention it. You just realize
He
it.
should be thinking about it, though, at least. I mean, if he gets that money or not.
That's the thing. Is he should be thinking about other things, but all he's focused on is trying to like.
Yeah, at one point he runs out of water on the boat, and instead of, I'm sure he has the money to go get more water.
Mm-hmm.
There's probably like a big tank. I don't know how boats work.
You just buy it. Whatever.
Yeah, you probably just fill up like your water reservoir on the
Some
boat.
bottles or something.
And instead he just brushes his teeth at the dish tank because he gets a dishwasher job.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He gets a dishwashing job just because
Yeah.
he thought it'd be amusing,
Oh, he thought
and that's where he
funny.
meets the girl that has a seizure.
Ah, I see. So this guy's kind of like a villain.
I don't hate him.
A villain unto himself.
He's a sociopath,
A sociopath.
right? I mean,
I don't know if I wouldn't go that far. I just think he's incapable of, well, maybe that sounds like a sociopath, incapable of emotion at this point.
yeah.
But I think he is a product of the world, not as
Right.
much like he was born a sociopath.
How about he's incapable of, like, making himself happy or, like, ever being happy?
Well, he's kind of chasing the dragon, right?
Uh-huh.
So, like, he probably wasn't like this his whole life,
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
but he probably, got kind of addicted to like fucked up humor.
Yeah.
But that's what I was saying
The
last
misery.
time, like how I felt like it like resonated with me because
Uh-huh.
I feel like that sometimes. Like
I know a lot of
Yeah,
people who are,
all of us,
very comfortable with, like, never being happy and, like,
yeah,
putting themselves in situations where, like, they're never going to get anything out of it.
well,
They're-
more just like not being okay, like making a joke out of everything.
Yeah.
Like if
Yeah.
one of my parents died,
Uh-huh.
I'd be upset, but I would be the first person to make a joke about how they're dead or something. You know what I
Really?
mean? As a defense mechanism,
Yeah.
sure. I mean,
Man.
But I think this movie is like an extreme, version of that. Is
Uh-huh.
this guy doesn't know how to be? Maybe he's a little aspy. You know, You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
he doesn't know how to like function in the real world, so he makes these jokes and like does because all of his interactions are him like joking around in his mind. Like he jokes about the worst shit, like Nazis, slaves,
It's like
rape.
just to see how bad it can get.
Yeah.
Like how
He's just
how
like
much can I offend these people
yeah.
that have done nothing wrong
Yeah.
before they.
Because that's what amuses him. Like, there's one scene he just is just walking, and then he comes upon like these like yard workers that are like digging and putting in bushes in these people's yard,
Yeah.
and he just starts digging and just working with them. Takes his shirt off, starts working,
Really?
and then the owners of the house come talking about the bushes. He's like, "Hey, how's it going? Yeah, my workers are real hot out here. They keep saying whatever in Spanish, like."
He made up a word. I'm almost
I think it's
positive that
not
was
real
not.
Spanish. It's like, whatever. And they just want to go swim in your pool, Keep talking about how they just really want to take a dip in your pool. Like, I don't know, private property. So, like, come on. Oh my God, let's go have a dip. Have a dip in the pool. And they're like, yeah, okay, sure, I guess.
Uh-huh.
And then
When the work's done, they make sure.
yeah,
to
make
add
sure
that in.
when they're done with the work, you're gonna mow, right? Like when the work's done, they can go swim. Because it's just like a bunch of Mexican
Yeah.
workers.
Yeah.
Probably don't speak English.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm sure they don't because otherwise they would have perked
Yeah.
their heads up. Like,
Yeah.
why are you saying that?
Because the guy, and he comes there and he knows the worker, and the guy just looks at him and just like gives him a "what's up," and that's it. But then he's like unamused with it. He thought it was going to go differently or something.
Yeah.
And he just
Yeah.
like puts his shirt back on and just walks away while they're staring. I'm like, what the fuck?
Well, he still left a pretty weird situation. I like to imagine that the wealthy couple got out a bunch of towels.
Yeah.
And
that okay?
they hand them to the gardeners when they're all done
Like, what
for
the
the
fuck are
day.
you talking
And
about?
lead them to the pool.
Maybe they give him like a couple of water wings too.
Make him some lemonade, whatever. Yeah. But I think but so he just goes through life just trying to be amused.
Yeah.
And they have these parties. The opening scene is like slow motion, like him and his friends like naked and pouring beer in each other and like smacking each other's ass.
They spit beer
spitting beer at each other.
Wow.
And it's like
There's a lot
it's
of
like a big
dicks.
party. Yeah.
A
You
lot
see
of
Tim
dicks.
Heidecker's like scrunched up dick.
Wow.
And it's just like weird. And there's like a bunch of people. It's a party. The girls watching and stuff, and they're just like, it's just weird. Okay, so I imagine have you seen Requiem for a Dream?
You described it to me a lot.
Once.
I still haven't seen it.
Okay, well, there's the scene where she's at the party with all the rich people and like doing the sex acts and stuff,
Yeah.
and then they're like ass to ass with the double dildo, whatever. You know what I'm talking about?
No.
She's like doing live sex with another girl.
Are you sure this is Requiem for
It's
a Dream?
Requiem for a Dream, yes.
Yeah.
And she's like just doing money because they're addicted to heroin. That's the whole movie. You know, she's like making money.
Yeah.
But I imagine those guys doing that are these guys.
Yeah.
Like before they're old. You know, like they're just doing because they're
I see what
wealthy
you
and they
mean,
can do anything
They just
want.
want people to do
Because they can. And there's a theme of he's at a party with a girl talking to this girl about they start talking about like socialism or something, and he's talking about, well, he's not a socialist, but like blah blah. He believes that some people are just better than other people. And
Like, what if some people just couldn't reproduce? And doesn't he say something like that?
I don't know. He's like, some people just deserve to be better.
Mm-hmm.
It's not a race thing. Some black people deserve to be better than white people. It's just like natural selection or whatever. But he was saying it like, but the whole, there's a theme, like they're in a taxi and they want music to be played.
Yeah.
And the guy's like, no music. And he's like, we deserve music. They like to start making this song like hip hop. It's Tim Heidecker and Eric Wareheim making up a fucking weird song.
Yeah.
And he keeps saying like, we deserve to listen to music. There's a whole theme of like deserving because he's been so deluded by having money and having whatever he wants that he feels like he deserves these things. So when people aren't reacting to him, he's like a spoiled kid. Like you're not like I deserve to the That's the whole thing. It's like entitlement.
Do you think this movie it sounds to me like as wordless as like some of Louis C.K.'s episodes and sort of like self not reflective, but like I guess he's doing a personal project. I'm guessing Tim, right?
No, it's not his movie. It's a director and writer, and the guy wanted them to be in this movie.
I see.
He had him in mind, maybe.
Okay, I see.
Yeah, it has nothing to do with him, but it's definitely like a weird thing, but not like it's not absurd. It seems like this could really be the way people are.
Yeah, some people just
because he's the weird one. Everyone else is like a normal. His group of friends are fucking weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a really good scene where they're fucking around in a church too. I like that.
Really? Shit.
Oh yeah.
They like go around to the prayer candles and blow each one out individually.
Oh, yeah.
Do they make wishes?
They call it like magic or something.
I can't remember. Yeah.
It was.
But
Oh my God.
there's like somebody referred to it as like a, what was it? I pulled up the IMDb. But it's just like it's like commentary. It's like fucking social commentary for sure about a generation of fucking these jaded fucks that we're a part of.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I can agree with that. There's a lot of people like I had this weird feeling when we were camping, like me and my friends a little bit ago, that everyone needed to be entertained at every moment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I was like, how about we just sit here and know what it's like to not have something going on at every moment.
Mm-hmm.
And I felt comfortable. I don't know if everyone else felt comfortable, but I get that feeling sometimes when a lot of like my friends and people I know, they're like, this is boring, and I don't know, like I think that phrase has to be connected to our generation.
Oh,
And
sure.
In order for someone else in like maybe my dad's generation to say they're bored, that's a special kind of like observation. Like maybe nothing has happened for like the past couple years in that person's life, and they're saying I'm bored because I'm stuck in this town, not because for the past 5 minutes I haven't had something in my stomach or on my face or like involving my dick.
Whoa. What do you want in your stomach or on your face?
On my face, actually, I don't know. On my face was very weird. I can't even think of it.
But I understand what you're saying. I feel like
face.
we're the first generation
Glasses.
to be...
we have discontent.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and there's so much stuff around us all the time,
Uh-huh.
whether it be, technology or just going out in the world. There's so much shit to be...
Yeah.
Even if it's just like... But like going out in nature, it's like, this is fucking stupid. We're going to look at the fire?
We're just going to stare at it wordlessly.
And even if you're sitting by a fire, like, and that's what you're doing, you're still like drinking beer or something. You know
Exactly.
what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
it's not like you're just.
It's not like you're just like
fire.
there,
Yeah.
or like in even having conversations necessarily.
Uh-huh.
I mean, I wouldn't. I would have to. I need a fucking beer if we're gonna go camping. The reason I'm gonna go camping is to get drunk in the woods.
Yeah. No,
You
we
know,
did that.
like that's why
We did
people
that.
Yeah.
and light some shit on fire and
I
whatever.
shouldn't throw my friends under the bus. They weren't actually like that. It's just I have had that experience with some people where we're doing something that people used to do all the time. It's like it's like time tested fun, and they are unamused by it, and they need to just like move on with it. Fishing's a good example. Some people, not a lot of my friends, but some people I know cannot fish because they're like, this is fucking stupid.
Well, I think that's always been the case with fishing.
Yeah, some people.
Fishing
Some
is
people.
a lot of waiting around.
Yeah,
While others find it relaxing and meditative.
That's true.
I get annoyed sitting, just like sitting. I get fucking anxious and like I gotta do something.
So you're exactly who we're talking about. Is that
Well, but like I just want to like paint or like draw or like watch something or like just talk to somebody. But like sitting in silence.
No, who says we're sitting in silence? That's not the thing. Like, if I'm obviously if you're fishing by yourself, I mean, hopefully you're sitting in silence.
Well, but you're not like yelling and like doing. You're standing
you're just
relatively
trading,
still.
You're just trading stories and
It's
like.
exciting though. Like I feel like if you get a bite, even if you don't get the fish, it makes it a lot more exciting.
Yeah, it does.
It's like I don't know, like playing gambling. It's like
you get a little taste.
you win a few bucks and you get the taste. You're like, oh yeah, this could get really.
I
fun.
hate gambling because it's like, wait, I'm gonna spend my money and I'm probably gonna lose it.
Yeah, but
I get
once you
nothing
get
out
it-
of that.
Honestly, imagine spending the money on drugs and the adrenaline you get from gambling is like the effect of that drug.
Okay, but that's not gonna happen because I'm gonna go into each gambling thing like I'm probably gonna lose this. I had this money.
Yeah.
I would rather just keep it and not do this and buy some drugs.
I'm not defending gambling, but I'm just saying that.
I realize that I'm weird and
Yeah.
I don't get gambling. I don't get it. I don't understand.
You also didn't
it.
get swimming when we were talking about it that one time.
I don't like
or
swimming.
dancing.
I don't like
Have
swimming.
you swum?
Yeah, I can swim. I swam in the ocean a lot when I was a kid, but just now it's like
Swam.
I could be doing anything else. So I'm supposed to get wet in this fucking bucket.
It's not a bucket.
It's a giant bucket of water.
It's
and
more
you
like-
get in there and you float. I don't think I
a
like.
giant bucket actually.
I think as I'm talking, I think I realize I don't like relaxing.
Yeah, you don't.
I dislike relaxing because not because I mean I like to relax, but whenever I'm relaxing, I always feel guilty and like I shouldn't be doing this.
Yeah.
I should be
I
doing
know
something
someone
else.
like that. It's to the point where when they're sitting down, not doing anything, sort of like what I would call relaxing, and just sort of like enjoying my own thoughts. That's when they start thinking about very bad stuff that they've probably been avoiding for a long time. And the like brief moment they have to contemplate anything is like uncomfortable, and it starts bringing up bad things. Therefore, they need to be occupied. Blah blah blah. With like something. Let's go out and do something. Oh, it's fucking.
It's like
it's
avoiding.
It's avoiding
Yeah.
just stillness, which is actually so.
See, I don't mind
crazy
stillness, but
to
like,
me.
because I'll come up in this room and just like sit and like just like meditate, not real meditate, but just sit and just be.
Yeah.
You know,
Really?
Exactly. Yeah.
Sure. Yeah, but it's usually it's not
How long
because
do you do that for?
Depends. 20 minutes or so.
Okay, you just sit here.
Yeah, because it's usually if I'm having a real like anxious time or like
Yeah.
frustrated with something, I'll come in. Not because like I'll I'm gonna come sit and do nothing.
I feel like sitting up in the empty room.
Yeah. It's usually because I'm frustrated with something, like I'm not doing something and I don't understand why. And but I'm fucking weird.
Yeah, I need to handle those moments.
A lot of that comes from my childhood, like anything. You know, I was called lazy a lot when I was a kid because I didn't want to fucking rake walnuts for all day long. You know what I mean? Like, I didn't want to do manual labor, so I was lazy. Not because it
I was
sucks.
the same way. I remember one time my dad gave me a rake and was like, "Hey, can you?" He probably had a long day too. He probably he got back from work. He did chores right when he got back from work. I was playing the whole day.
Yeah.
And he comes back, hands me the rake, and he's like, "Hey, can you rake the leaves on the hill? It's a lot of them, but I can't do it." I remember this pretty vividly. And then I start, like, I go up there, and then I start crying, like, not like, boo-hoo, I'm sad, like, fuck this, I should not be fucking raking, this is bullshit. And I think I used the phrase, my life is a lie, or something like that. And it was a lot, and I didn't end up finishing it, and I think my dad had to finish it, and I can't imagine being that person again, but I was definitely that person.
See, I definitely threw those tantrums and shit, but my mom would just be like, I'm going to lock the door until you're done.
Yeah.
And sorry.
That's the best.
You got to do it. And in hindsight, I realized I was learning a lesson.
Yeah.
You know, and I was like, I'm glad I had those, but now I feel like bad about doing nothing.
I see.
You know?
I see.
I think that's some deep-seated shit.
A lot of people.
But
I just try to keep myself busy.
Yeah.
Like if I don't like the idle time either. I'll accomplish something, even if it's like cleaning the kitchen counter, you know?
Yeah.
It's something.
See, I always find myself like sitting and like wanting to do something, but there's like 19,000 things I could do.
Yeah.
So I get like frozen and do nothing.
Yeah.
It's the same way. Actually, we were talking about that with like figuring out, or maybe I wasn't talking about it with you, but figuring out what I'm gonna like paint or draw.
Yeah.
When I'm staring at just a blank canvas.
Yeah, for sure.
It's like, to me, it's like it's staring at infinity. Like everything's possible. Therefore, I'm not gonna land on anything. It's like I need some sort of limitation, or like someone, maybe
a
even
spark or whatever.
Something that is gonna make me more directed instead of just like just this like in every direction, in every like 3-dimensional space. My mind's just going, and I'm just like,
and you feel anxiety about not doing it, and then when you don't do it, you feel like, oh, I'm the worst.
Yeah, I'm fucking up.
What am I doing with my life? I might as well quit.
Yeah,
this is pointless.
Yeah,
that's how I feel, at least.
Yeah. If you're not thinking that every time you sit down to paint, you're not an artist.
Yeah, and then exactly. And then when I'm doing it and wasting and doing it, I'm like, this is a wait. No one's gonna see this.
Yeah.
And even if they do, who cares? This is fucking self-indulgent and stupid. So that's where I'm at. Yeah. The thing that I'm most passionate about and makes me happiest also makes me the opposite of those things.
That's balance, though.
That's my whole life.
That's balance.
This has gone off the rails.
Yeah.
But I think that's fine because
the movie
it's not much movie to talk about, I guess. I just wanted to watch it because I wanted other people to watch that movie.
Yeah, I really wanted other people to watch it too.
Yeah, like one other person. Like at least just one other person to watch it.
You know what? Actually, have I ever watched any of the movies you told me to watch? I don't know if I have. I think I've avoided every
You're a bad friend, I guess.
You told me to watch Daredevil, which I
go out of my way to tell my friends things because I think they'll like them, not because I just like to blow hot air.
I mean, we all like to blow hot air, but I think it is my fault, obviously, that I haven't watched the movie.
Yeah,
but
it's no one's fault.
It wasn't a conscious. It wasn't a conscious decision though. I wasn't like, fuck that. I'm not watching the movie.
What happened this morning when you were?
It's stupidity.
You had to be here.
When I woke up, I woke up at like 11:30, and then I was like,
me too.
Heard all the
guess
texts.
what I did? I woke up and watched the movie immediately because I was like, oh, we start at 1. That's exactly an hour and a half.
Yeah.
Got the time.
Yeah, I woke up, and what happened was I saw all your texts, and I was like, okay, I still got some time. So
Ignore.
I dozed off. I dozed off a little bit. Woke up at 12:15. Went to the shower. While I was in the shower, I was like, all right, so we're talking about the comedy. Oh, yeah, that's right, I haven't watched it. Oh, I was supposed to do it last night. And then immediately after, I was like, yeah, whatever, it'll be funny.
Well, it fucked up because if we did it, we're supposed to do it tomorrow.
That's, I think, in my mind, I had it jotted down for Monday.
Now.
In my brain, I was like, Monday night.
Me too.
Yeah, and if you're all wondering why we're talking about waking up around 11 or 12, it's because we all work together at a restaurant.
Yeah, it's called Gerald Sandwiches.
Yeah. I wish it was.
It is.
It is.
Wait, we can't actually say the name?
The name of our restaurant is Gerald Sandwiches.
We can't say the name of the real restaurant?
Well, I mean,
I would
if we
rather
ever
not.
expect someone to listen to this.
And also, that allows us to say fucked up shit about it. And
Oh, yeah, it's true. Like,
not that we will, because this is not the place.
Because it's a beautiful place to work.
It's a beautiful... Listen.
I mean, we at least all met there.
Yeah, hey, I wouldn't have any friends in this city if it weren't for Gerald Sandwiches,
Yep.
so that's something good.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have any money either.
I wouldn't have any money.
Yeah, definitely not.
Okay. Hey, wait. So, before we end this...
Yeah, well, first of all, you gotta give us the clues.
All right.
What
was about to come in my mouth was that I'm about to give you guys the clues. Is there a theme song for this too? Why are you touching the keyboard?
Yep, there is now.
The guessing game. That was it.
Keep going. Just keep talking. Act like talking.
What? I'm not going to sing this for you. If you want to play music over
No,
dead
just
talk,
keep going.
That's
Keep going.
totally fine.
That's
Yeah.
fine. Just act like I'm not here.
Okay. Anyway, so this movie in like I guess the spirit of the comedy.
Uh-huh.
This is also a dark comedy. It's not gonna work. If you're playing music over me, I'm not gonna be able to focus on anything with the music. Okay, anyway, that was it.
Okay, so
You're not allowed to touch my keyboard.
I did, though.
This is my station.
Alright, anyway. So, this movie, that came out... I should probably check that as well. Alright, that'll be the last clue. I will go back. But, anyway... So, both Colin Farrell and Brendan Gleeson were nominated for Golden Globes. Farrell won the award. Both of these guys are the main actors in this movie. There's also a third main actor.
in Bruges.
Is it? Because I literally just watched that movie. I literally just watched that movie the other day. Because you know why I watched it? Because it's on my queue for Netflix because someone here told me I should watch that movie. It might be Andrew. I'm going to think it is Andrew. Because you told us both to watch it, I think.
Do you want me to tell you some trivia about it?
Yeah.
Yes, please.
Did you know the one guy is Mad Eye Moody?
That's not trivia. That's just
There are multiple actors in that movie that are in Harry Potter.
Oh,
Who
yeah.
else? Who else
The
are there?
girl is Fleur, the French.
No.
Yes.
Oh, she is. Yeah, she is.
Don't tell
I
me
never
no.
thought about that.
Also, Voldemort.
Man, we
was,
all
Yeah.
know a lot about this.
Reese Iffens.
Well, it was
no.
nominated
no,
for...
it's Ralph Fiennes.
Yeah, Ralph Fiennes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It
both have
was
weird
nominated for Best Screenplay, I think.
Yeah.
We can straight up do it right now because I just watched it like 4 days ago.
Should we do a review of In Bruges?
No, we can't skip ahead. Then what are we going to do for next week?
No, listen, I have another movie, and I'm...
That's it? That's the movie, man?
Dude, that's a good movie.
It is good.
It's great.
Just because you guys guessed it super easy doesn't besmirch the movie
It's like one of my favorites.
I love that movie.
Yeah, and like I said, I watched it because you suggested I should see it.
I thought it was long enough
I'm a
to
good
where
friend.
that clue, just naming the actors. I guess I shouldn't have named the actors. That was
Colin
a
Farrell was just in
giveaway.
my head, and I was like, that was the first movie
Yeah,
I
I just
giveaway.
watched the True Detective finale.
I chose the clue to give you guys because I was just giving you the actors' names.
We're just really good at guessing.
I guess
You're
so.
just bad at it.
You know what?
I didn't even know that guy's name was Brendan.
I didn't either.
Gleeson. But
Brendan
then,
Gleeson.
I was just going to run through Colin Farrell movies.
Yeah.
That was just the first, because it was the first one.
Shit. All right. I guess that's a general rule. Do not mention actors.
You can go ahead and say some more trivia about it. I'd like to hear.
Okay. Let me find my place. If I
You got the IMDb app, or what are you doing?
Yeah, IMDb app. This is hard as hell to work.
We should get sponsored by IMDb.
We can't get sponsored by IMDb because
You guys are, I think you're shooting a little high.
Yeah, I was
for
about
these
to say.
sponsors.
Listen, shoot for the stars, hit the clouds.
Yeah.
In this situation, I think we're better off starting with a lower. A sponsor, maybe local.
Maybe Gerald Sandwiches would sponsor
Yeah.
us.
Probably.
Damn it. All right,
No, they don't
let me-
want us to sponsor us.
Let me think of it.
Maybe we could get 16-bit to sponsor us. We could do a live podcast at 16-bit one day.
Yeah, that'd be great.
They're into stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, they're certainly in the
Or
stuff.
like Gateway. Maybe we could do a thing at Gateway once we get huge.
That's not bad.
That's not a bad idea. Because they're into independent stuff.
Yeah.
And they're like non-profit. And...
Well, they're subsidized by the university or something.
Oh,
Yeah,
recently, yeah.
I think so.
And yeah, they like have like art shows and stuff there that are like movie-based, which could also be...
Well, we're talking about watching a Miyazaki film there. Because they're
Oh,
doing
yeah.
a
You know
summer
On the
Miyazaki
25th.
series.
Let's do that.
Well, I can do that now because I work during the day.
Oh yeah, fuck you.
On Tuesday?
Mm-hmm.
Fuck
I think it's the
you.
25th.
What about? Oh, is that the only?
If they do it in
Can't
one
just
day.
Take that day off.
Yeah.
Well, I did originally. I requested to have it during the day, to work during the day, so we could go see it at night.
Oh,
You
well,
see?
maybe we could. I'm free Tuesday nights.
You're not.
I'm not. So I'll have to.
You
pull
could
that
switch
off.
with someone or something.
Maybe. I really want to not.
Well, we
work
can worry
nights
about
anymore.
this.
Yeah, this is not podcast fodder.
Yeah, it is.
It's
It
really
affects
not.
our lives.
We'll plan. We might watch a Miyazaki film in theaters.
Yeah.
Together.
All right,
And that
so-
would be
Trivia about In Bruges.
Trivia about Miyazaki. All right,
Mm.
I'm gonna choose a Miyazaki film. That's a big hint. All right, I'm gonna choose but I am guessing you will not have seen this one. All right,
Porco Rosso.
that was honestly gonna be it too. So I give up.
I had the box set of all of them, so I've seen them all.
Fuck.
Just pick the one that the least amount of people have
Yeah,
seen.
that's what I was gonna do. And
I haven't
Julie,
seen that
this
one.
fucking freak.
Well, I haven't
God
seen
damn it.
that one.
You haven't seen it?
Well, the one that's playing on the 25th is Spirited Away, which is
Spirited
probably the best one.
No, not the best one.
It might be.
It's the
It's
coolest looking
it's
one.
the best produced and most well funded, perfectly executed one. But story and plot,
I think Princess Mononoke is the best one.
I think it is
Okay.
too. Actually,
Yeah.
Well, I guess Howl's Moving Castle is probably my favorite, but I think Spirited Away is the best one.
I think the plot of Howl's Moving Castle is a little.
Convoluted.
Yeah.
it's a little melodramatic too.
Well, sure, but it's a fucking anime movie, dude.
I know.
Melodramatic is
But-
an irrelevant term when it comes to
No. I
anime.
mean, Miyazaki films though set a new standard. That was the one that felt like an anime, I guess, a little bit.
That's good.
Every other
I like
one
that.
had like a very connectable.
I like anime because they're fucking ridiculous.
Really?
Yeah.
That's the exact reason I hate them. When they're.
Well, I like-
And I know Michael hates me for this reason, but I hate Attack on Titan so much because.
I'm not haven't even watched it all. I just thought it was pretty good.
It's crazy. It's so weird and cool.
It's
I love
not
it.
cool. It's not cool. It's like.
It's not. Cool,
I remember
man.
wanting to do that when I was 5 years old, like just be able to fly and fucking hack things. And I remember racing up the stairs one time, thinking that I was being carried up by a zip line. I just shot like Spider-Man. That's
Yeah.
what I feel like the whole purpose of making that show was just the woo, we're teenagers, we can do anything, and shit,
I
my
gotta
leg's
say,
gone.
Have you watched it yet?
Yeah.
Yes, I have.
Okay.
I really have. I know that.
I thought it was
I know that.
scary.
Ooh, big
there
surprise.
was a
Yeah.
decent amount of terror
The
elements.
terror was just from the sheer gore, I guess.
Well, and the gigantic naked
They're
people.
gigantic, naked,
Grinning people alive.
grinning idiots.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Listen, I don't know. It just did not.
That's fine.
There was too much of that kid screaming and crying in every dialogue. He'd never had a line delivery that wasn't.
Because it's Japanese anime, dude. It's heightened.
It's it's too much.
I mean, have you seen Dragon Ball Z?
I have.
That's
really
all
have.
of the episodes.
and that's
is-
actually why. I know, and I used to like that. Like I said,
No,
when I
don't.
was younger.
You're gonna stop right there before you say anything bad about Dragon Ball.
Dragon Ball, no.
Yeah,
Dragon Ball
it's
was so
different.
good.
Sure.
Dragon Ball Z, soap opera.
All right, so I guess this is a lackluster, full of nothing.
Well, when you say it like that,
Well, maybe if everyone did the homework, you know.
I did the homework, man.
You're like the kid in the group, like a group project that didn't do
Yeah.
anything.
It's my worst nightmare. except
And then
with my
and then
friends.
you get an A, but it has nothing to do with you. So
Yeah.
great,
Yeah.
you're that guy.
Thanks.
All of our
we
hard
are gonna
work.
watch a movie, but we just don't know what it is yet. It's gonna be a big surprise.
What are you talking about? It's in Bruges.
I'm fine with watching it in Bruges.
Oh, we are? Okay, you guys are done chastising. Sweet. All right, we're watching in
I
Bruges.
liked it. I mean,
It was my.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't even have to watch it
Yeah.
because I already did.
We just
a couple days ago.
All right, so we all did the homework already. We're assured for next week, unless
Okay.
I somehow get amnesia, which would be a very interesting podcast.
It's the Hair Club for Andrew. Doesn't watch the movie. Hair Club for Andrew. He didn't watch the movie. Okay. Bye.
What if I did though?
then
You did a pretty good job.
you're good. You're a good faker.
Actors.
You're a bad actor.